just to illustrate just some more of the hysteria about Zohran Mamdani, this is a clip from the Brian Lehrer Show, which is like a call-in.
I love this stuff
on NPR here in New York, and a caller phoned up Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, who's the guest, and like just launched into this meltdown about all these things that Zohran Mamdani is going to do, and it's all these things he said. It was all fake about his like supposed threat to Jewish people. But listen to how Senator Gillibrand and Brian Lehrer, the host, like hears all this from this caller. It's like, I don't know if any of this is true, and you know, I can't fact check you in real time, but listen to what Senator Gillibrand says.
Fact check everything in real time, but do you know any of that to be inaccurate or accurate, including the original premise that he would somehow target synagogues if they were contributing to groups like Hatzalah, ambulance services, in a way that he could hurt the synagogues? I just don't want to give out information that's false, but I also don't want to shrink from information that's true.
Well, the caller is exactly the New York constituents that I've spoken to that are alarmed. They are alarmed by past public statements. They are alarmed by past positions, particularly references to global jihad.
He's never made references to global jihad. Okay, he said he defended the term "globalize the Intifada," which means globalize an uprising against oppression, which is what the Intifada is. It's an uprising against an occupation, a murderous one, which she turns into global jihad.
Intifada just means like shaking off.
Shaking off.
And the first Intifada was not violent in any sense of, in the way it's understood. It wasn't militarized. It was throwing rocks. It was strikes, civil disobedience. But you're not allowed to rebel if you're Palestinian. That's the point here. Anyway.
Very serious issue because people that glorify the slaughter of Jews create fear in our communities. The global Intifada is a statement that means destroy Israel and kill all the Jews.
It's just such a lie.
So these are the kinds of things that if Mr. Mamdani is elected our mayor, we'll need to assure all New Yorkers that he will protect all Jews and protect houses of worship and protect funding for not-for-profits that meet the needs of these communities. Those are the things he'll have to do as our mayor.
He would certainly.
I mean, so basically, she's basically saying that, you know, she's pushing like, you know, war on terror propaganda that Mamdani is like a global jihadist and a threat to all Jewish people. And that's a member of his own party, you know, and there's a bit more of this that I want to play.
So Brian, I didn't hear your exchange with him, but if I was speaking to him directly, I would simply say that is not how the words are received. And it doesn't matter what meaning you have in your brain, it is not how the word is received. And when you use a word like Intifada to many Jewish Americans and Jewish New Yorkers, that means you are permissive for violence against Jews. It is a serious word. It is a word that has deep meaning. It has been used for wars across time and violence and destruction and slaughter and murder against the Jews.
If you use a term like Israel's right to defend itself, as Senator Gillibrand does, that means you're endorsing mass murder against Palestinians. And all people who say globalize the Intifada are saying is like, let's globalize resisting the Israeli occupation and mass murder. And for her, that's deemed to be offensive.